So, Italian company Linea Light, one of the world's leading manufacturers of architectural lighting solutions and specializing in LED fixtures. They've been exhibiting at Light Middle East since 2012, and they're returning to Light Middle East 2018 in a big way. And I have with me today Andrea Bolelli, the General Manager of Linea Light in the GCC. Thank you very much for joining us today. First of all, Linea Light, you've been in the GCC region and Asia and Middle East for quite some time now. Can you just give us an overview of your activities here?
Yes, Linea Light GCC is a subsidiary of Linea Light Italy. Linea Light Italy manufacture architectural lighting, industrial lighting, street light, and as well decorative. We are one of the largest manufacturers in Europe, and all our manufacturing plants are based in Venice, near to Venice, in the industrial area of Venice. And we decided to open the branch 7 years ago for the reason of the economy of the Middle East, we were boosting a lot, and to be closer and closer to architect and lighting designer. Specifically, our business is related to lighting designers, and we try to give the best service possible, being closing to their activity. And our, let's say, daily activity is to present a new product, give solutions to the lighting designers. And one of our most important activity also is to custom-made and tailor-made product for the needs of the lighting designers. It is an interesting market. Obviously, Dubai gives us a lot of satisfaction the past 6-7 years, even before. And now we are enlarging our activity around all GCC.
Okay. You started the office, you brought Linea Light to the GCC region in 2011 as a general manager. How has that helped improve business in this region for you?
Well, for me personally, it was an important challenge. I didn't come for the lighting industry before. I need to understand how the market works, and there are a lot of competitors. But thanks to the support of our mother company, our headquarters in Italy, and the quality of the product, we could achieve important results. And we changed also a bit our dress, and we became more and more specialist in serving the consultant and the lighting designers. Okay. For me personally, I'm in Dubai since 2004, and I love the region, I love the city. Give me a challenge day by day in any activity. I do personally, our office is quite big now, and personally I mainly support my team in the daily activity that can be sales, development business, customer service. Okay. I have a big spectrum now of activities comparing what was before. When I started, I was alone in 2011, and after we had the opportunity to grow quite fast.
Sure. And since you've opened the office here, I'd imagine you've been involved in a lot of projects across the region. From your point of view as the general manager, what are some of your favorite projects that Linea Light has been involved in?
Well, every project, I have to say, I gave all my patience and heart. Recently, we have executed an important project called Theme Park in Abu Dhabi. Is the theme park of the Warner Brothers. The task was, and the challenge was quite interesting. We are talking about media facade lighting. The product that we use were being custom made, and we have some specific deadline to cover. And we worked really with my team at the site almost night and day for installing with the contractors, helping the contractors, and as well also programming the product We have done, in my opinion, a great job, but was quite hard. They start with the lighting designer, custom-made product, and giving first a mock-up after waiting the Warner Brothers end user client to give his opinion, and after, when we won the tender, we start the production, and after the service at the site.
It seems like theme parks and general entertainment in the GCC region and the Middle East in general is becoming quite a big trend,
yes.
quite a big theme. Are there any other sort of industry verticals where you see a lot of opportunity for your business in the coming sort of five or so years?
Yes, entertainment is one of the segments of the lighting industry, is quite important. We have developed, in the past 2-3 years, we present in Frankfurt, product for media facade, pixel-to-pixel control linear bar, obviously in RGBW, and we executed one project in Pakistan with this type of product, and I see that in many situations the end user asks to the lighting designer to give some different kind of design, and the industry goes a lot in this way, in the entertainment, in the playing with the colors, and giving a different shape of the building comparing what is the standard color that normally is being used in the lighting industry.
Okay. Now, Linea Light, of course, specializes in installing LED fixtures, I understand. What about another sort of key trend in the market, I guess, is now smart lighting and human-centric lighting. With these concepts, what does Linea Light bring into the market, and in particular to Light Middle East 2018?
Yes, these are two specific points where the lighting manufacturers are looking at. And Linea Light have started more than 2 years ago to develop a new protocol. We manufacture electronic component as well with our company Herald drivers. So we focusing a lot in the human-centric concept recently, and we are showing in the Light Design Middle East new applications that where we can control our fitting. It's called Wi-Fi. Basically, through this application that can be installed in Android, iOS, or tablet, or any PC, you can monitor the lifetime of your fitting. You can have the indication of lux level. You can change, increase or decrease the intensity of the light. But above all, you can even understand what is the consumptions of the energy. This kind of application can be used locally and also remotely. That means that for our central controlling, either in Dubai or in Italy, we can understand if there are any problem in the site. When after installing the product, we can monitor in the lifetimes and understand and predict if the product can fail or not. Okay. And in this case, there are more and more control of the lighting, in the sense that the kind of application like high Wi-Fi allow to have the right intensity of the light according also to external daylight. If, for example, we have much light in an office like this, through the application, the intensity of the light is adjusted automatically. In fact, inside of the system, you can have motion sensor, temperature sensor, mechanical sensor, and this it's very important also. For example, if you use this particular product inside of a retail area. In a retail area, for example, you can understand how many people going to see this particular part of the shop. So even the owner of the shop or the end user can understand if everything is the layout is done in a proper way.
It sounds like a very interesting solution that you bring to Light Middle East 2018, not only from a lighting perspective, but also from a business development perspective,
yes,
with regards to the retail sector. And aside to that, of course, what you're bringing to Light Middle East, you're also involved in another couple of key initiatives. Ready Steady Light, of course, you're being involved in that, and of course, Lightication student competition, where Linea Light is working with student universities, and lighting design consultancies to kind of help build lighting designers and engineers of tomorrow to help them develop. You're involved in this initiative. From your perspective, why is it important for Linea Light to be involved in such an initiative?
The initiative is enthusiastic and great because bring the lighting close to the student, and thanks to this activity we can create the new generation of lighting designers. And we believe that lighting is culture, and the lightification is the first step to become close to the lighting industry. For Linea Light is an extremely interesting part of the event, and we decided to take part to give our contribution in the cultural point and the educational point of the Middle East region. These are kind of activity that already we have done previously with the University of Milan and other university in Germany. When we came to know that there is this activity in Light Middle East, we are really enthusiastic, and from our perspective, we believe it is an important point to create the new lighting designer, the new architect.
Absolutely. And Light Middle East Awards, I understand you also entered a few products into the Light Middle East Awards product category this year?
We have submitted four actually products, two for the decorative and two for the architectural, one indoor and one outdoor, and are the two products that we see here in front of us. One for the outdoor is called Dirigo, is the indirect light used for the path market to have a continuous light. And one for indoor is a downlight called Giotto. We call Giotto because Giotto was a painter that used to do a perfect circle, and the result of the downlight is a perfect circle on the surface, since used to double optic, and the emission seems really precise, like perfect circle.
Oh, well, I certainly wish you the best of luck
Thanks
for
a lot.
Light Middle East Awards, obviously attended by more than 500 industry professionals in the last day of the Light Middle East exhibition itself. Talking about regional expansion, you mentioned before, obviously you have a strong presence in the GCC, the Middle East and India. I understand Africa is a potential region where you might consider growing in the future?
Yes, at the moment under Linea Light GCC there is India and Middle East market, including some area of north of Africa like Morocco and Egypt. Our intention is to expand in all Africa. Already we have achieved a few important tasks in South Africa, in Kenya, and we also would like to penetrate new markets like Nigeria, Ghana. So the intention at the moment is to focus also on this part of the world where we have seen growing many hotels. For example, the hospitality industry is quite active, for example, in Tanzania. And at the moment, we are planning to be present with our branch inside of the African market.
Okay. So hopefully you'll be seeing a lot of visitors from the African continent at Light Middle East in 2018.
Yes.
And of course, on that note as well, you've been exhibiting at Light Middle East for the last, since 2012, I understand. From your perspective as a knowledge sharing platform and as a business development and networking platform, why is it important for Linea Light to be involved in this show? And I mean, who do you want to meet this year, of course, in addition to African? The Light Middle East, it's a
very important event for Linea Light. I believe for the entire industry of lighting in UAE and Middle East in general. The reason is because it's an important meeting point where manufacturers can meet lighting designers, architects, trading company, distributors. We have the opportunity to understand where our competitors are at this moment and also to show our new product and meet all the consultants and architects and lighting designers that are active in the region. I wish to meet all the lighting designers from which I'm working and to show the new collection of our product. And I hope to see also people from Saudi Arabia. I've seen recently also Saudi Arabia moving a lot. Yes, also people from Africa.
Andrea Bolelli, thank you very much for joining us. We certainly wish you all the best for Light Middle East 2018, and we will see you shortly.
Thank you very much for your time. Thanks a lot.